nice. So can you hear me? Okay, the mic, yeah. Mic. Alright, so please, if you can hear me, I want you to drop your message on the chat box. So if you can hear me, just say I can hear you. If you can hear me clearly, just say I can hear you. Hello. Okay, so I want to know. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I welcome all that are live this evening. I can see Uti Promise. Good evening. You're welcome. I can see Mara Amara Shuku. You're welcome, Amara Shuku. Sorry. Okay, so I can see Awasa Oga Sabinus, Mr. Funny. Sorry. You're welcome, sir. Okay. So, without wasting most of our time, I want us to continue, and it's the reason why we are here. So, if you have any question, you can kindly unmute your mic and then ask questions so that we can discuss on those questions. Then we call it a day. Please, who is talking? Who has questions? If you have any question, just let me know on the chat box. Let me know your questions. If you can't talk, let me know too. Okay, if there's any challenge, let us know about it. Then, if you prefer typing it, you can type it on the chat box so that we can read it out. Okay, Amala, you say you're confused about the graphic design part. So can you tell us the exact parts that you're confused about? Okay, you know we have the two sessions of graphic design. Okay, is it designing with templates or designing from scratch? Which one do you have issue? Okay, you say all of them. All of them. That means you have to revisit the training. Yes, exactly. So you have to revisit it. You know, sometimes when it comes to online training, one of the things I've learned so far is that you're not expected to be learning it and be practicalizing that same thing immediately. That first of all, you have to listen to that training from beginning to the end, then listen to it again with practicals. Okay, yeah, you study it from beginning to the end. Then when you're now doing it the second time, you are now applying those things. Okay, but if you want to do it immediately while you are listening to those tutorials, you may not be able to get it exactly for some people. Okay, I mean for some people, not for everyone. Okay, someone like me that I can be learning immediately and be implementing, or I can decide to be learning and be jotting it down those stuff. Then later on, I will implement using my jotters. Which, if I have any issue, I can then go back to the particular tutorials to rectify my issues. Okay, so I expect that you say, okay, on this particular aspect of this graphics, I don't know how to get it on there. Try doing this thing, but this thing is not working. Okay, but when you say all of them, obviously I don't know where to come in. Okay, the only remedy here is you going back to the tutorials. Okay, then another person I'm seeing here is Mr. Otiplomics. You're asking how can someone send dollar from abroad via cheaper account? Okay, for the person to send dollar, I'm not outside the country. Okay, so for that person to be able to send dollar, it depends on the available options the person has. Okay, if the person has cheaper cash account, I believe the person can easily transfer from his account to your own account. Okay, if the person does not have, the person, depending on the bank that he or she is using, they should check whether he has access to be able to send dollar USD, okay, to your own virtual account. Okay, and again, you need to know that that SHIB account, it's not just virtual, it's being owned by UBA. Yes, it's being owned by UBA Bank. If you check it well, it's being owned by UBA Bank. Okay, so you can even go over to UBA Bank and they'll give you access to virtual ATM cards. Yes, I think I've done that before. I just went there to do inquiries. Okay, this is why they didn't control the charges. Yes. So I can't just tell you this is how it's being done. You get that? Yeah. So it depends on, because for example now, we Nigerians here we have normal USD account. We call it domiciliary account. So but somebody having domiciliary account, somebody that is in UK or outside the country may not have access to be able to send more depending on his own bank. Okay, when we having domiciliary account makes it that we can be able to receive money from any different parts of the world. The same thing with PayPal. Remember, I listed a lot of applications there. Okay, maybe later on, if I have chance, I may create a tutorial on how to use another application, because there's one I use recently. I've been using it for long too. So, and it's also long when I stop using Super Cash. Okay, because one of the issues with cheaper cars is that if you want to, let's say for example, I think I said this on that tutorial. Let's say for example now you wanted to transfer money. Let's say you wanted to transfer, let's say 500 naira, and your account is not up to 500 naira. Instead of them to just decline it, they will even charge you for that declined transaction. So, and also there is charges for card, virtual USD card maintenance. I think it's about $1. Even me, they have been sending a lot of notification that I'm owing them $1. To an extent, they have to deactivate my virtual USD card. Okay, so now if I want to get them, I have to activate it and then pay USD again. So for now, I'm not using cheaper cards for USD. I'm using another application altogether. Okay. So later on, I might do a tutorial on that particular application so that we can also have access to it. So Amalashi said the little one I tried to do, I can't see it in my gallery. Do you try saving it? Because when you're able to create or design something on Canva, you have to export. Okay, and I believe we save to gallery. Canva will create its own folder. Hmm? We open your gallery. Canva will have its own folder. What I mean by folder is that you see, some, for example, videos, you see image, you see other things. You look out for the one that has Canva, then open it. You now see the things that you exported or the things that you saved from Canva. Okay, then you see another thing is there any app of skill that you can teach us that will be generating money for us apart from graphic design? Please, can you hear me? Can we hear me? Can we hear me, please, before I continue? Can you hear me? Can you? Please, if you can hear me, can you type, please? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to continue. I can hear. Okay, okay. So I want to say something about that question. On this our training, we have I don't think it's part of it though, but I'm still going to talk about that one. But that will come at the later end of that training. Okay, you see, is there a way of we generating money apart from graphic design? You are actually asking what can we be doing in order to make money? There are many things to make money. There are many things you can do to make money. There are many things you can do to make money. Okay, do you know that even cooking, just you cooking that food you used to cook in your small house, do you know that just cooking it, being that you have the knowledge to cook it, to cook indomie, you can be cooking it and be making money. Yeah, it might sound funny, but that is true. Okay. Okay. So there are a lot of things you can do to make money. But the point now is how can you do those things? It boils down to positioning. Okay, it just falls down to positioning. Okay. The reason why it seems that everybody is learning tech skills, graphic design and all those things is because it's now something that would I say, would I call it new oil or would I call it something like trend? Okay, it's something that everybody is now interested in. Everybody is now going into it. Okay, Now businesses now wants to come online. Businesses Most businesses are now beginning to observe that they can even make sales, send their products to Italy, send their products to UK and all that, even without traveling to those countries. And they need the help of graphic designers to help to make their business to be visible. So because of that, the graphic design is now skills, one of the demand skills that anyone can acquire and start making money. Okay. So you say apart from graphic design, you can learn video editing. Now, another thing that is trending now is content creation. Yes, content creation. I've been telling even my students, I told them that anyone that know how to create content now, even those local businesses that you see, for those that are in this Anambra state, Onitsha, local businesses that you see, just they are in need of content creators. They are in need of those content creators. You can just meet them and just name your price. Yes. One of let's say yes, one of let's say I've met someone along the road and the person is asking the same thing when I told him I'm into trainings and all that. Do I have anybody that can work with him and all that? He said he has a studio. Everything is already ready. He even know how to edit. That he can even teach the person. So that he wants the person to be able to behind the cameras, advertise the product and all that. He'll be paying the person. Okay. And as a content creator, you can decide not to be working from Monday to Saturday. You can decide to choose your days, being that you know what you can do and you can do it well. You not just knowing the painful part of it. Okay. So and not just that, that graphic design is important. I've talked about video editing. I've talked about content creation. Okay, you can be a content creator and also make money. Another way to make money, I don't want to talk about the Facebook advert because it's going to take time, and also for you to be able to start making money using Facebook now, um, you have to be able to know how to create content to another build your page and all that. But another way to make money is you having a YouTube channel. Yes. And if you see all these things I'm mentioning now, all of them still falls down to content creation. You can host a YouTube channel, make it to be a faceless YouTube channel if you don't want your face to appear as your or as you are seeing my face now. You don't want people else to see your face. You can just make it not to appear. Okay. Okay, now listen to now. Most persons are making money by creating AI videos. YouTube are not banning AI videos. People are being monetized with those AI videos. Okay. So but just the sum of everything is this. There is no quick reach. This when it comes to skill is not quickly scheme at all. Skill is something that has to do with learning, practical. When you learn, you practice and you earn. So it has three stages. Okay, it has three stages. You learn, you practice, then you earn. You start making money. Okay, but if you want to learn and start making money immediately, there will be a problem. Okay, so there are a lot of things I've just mentioned now. You can just pick one, learn it very well, put in your best, then practice it, and then position yourself. Like one of the things I used to tell my students, I told them, now like people that are learning graphic design or people that are learning coding or whatever, if you are still learning, start positioning yourself as somebody that is already into that thing. Let's say you are learning graphic design, for example. Being that you have started learning it to read, will not be so amazing. Just start positioning yourself, telling yourself, start telling people, okay, You can create a Facebook page that you're a graphic designer. Start telling people, okay, you can create a Facebook page that you're a graphic designer. Okay, start getting people's works and be posting. You get that? I even told someone, I said, you can even be posting that you are into printing too. Post those things. When anyone reaches out to you that okay, you say you're into printing, please can you design this and print it out for me? You bring it to the office. We're also going to give you a commission. Okay. So I do that so that when they will now graduate, people must have known them for long. Even if it's 5 months, even if it's 2 months, people must have known them that are into this. Okay. They can even be posting it and be saying that okay, I'm learning this thing, okay, this is what I've created today, these are my projects and all that. It's also a way of making people to be aware that they are actually learning this and they're making progress. Okay, because if you decide not to talk and now you are learning all these things and you decide not to talk, or let's say you are just learning graphics and you decide not to talk and you graduated, let's say you graduated today and you decide to let us know that you are now a graphic designer. If the day you started talking, that is the day we will start counting it for you. For me, I cannot come and maybe after 2 days I will now come and tell you to come and design something for me. Me, I cannot do that because I will first of all I will acknowledge that yes, you are a graphic designer, but within me I will know that you are still a novice, you are not yet a professional. Okay, so there's also a need for you to position yourself. Okay, there's also a need for to position yourself. It's another thing too. Okay, I've talked about that. So I want us to move forward, please. Another person, okay, welcome Geoffrey Favor. You're welcome. I can see Mafuya. Sorry, the name is all together as in I don't know. I believe you know yourself. Sorry. Mafuya Ike Fast. You're welcome, sir. So Favor, you're asking, please, can someone from abroad send dollar to Shibata? Yes, yes, they can. Then I've talked about I'm going to introduce another application, okay, so that if Shibata doesn't work, that one will work. We also have paper. Okay, paper is also there. We also have pioneers. I think I listed a lot of applications. Okay, so it's not super cash. That is the only way somebody can send money from abroad. Okay, OT promise. You're asking how can I design business complimentary card, flyers, wedding cards, postcards on Canva. I think I did a video on that on how to design how to design with Canva from scratch. That is our graphic design part 2. Okay, and made a tutorial the same way. Just when you click on your custom, you then let me see if I can share my screen. I think I can. Please, if you can you let me? Can we all see Canva, please? I want to see your reply on this chat box. On your Canva. Can we see Canva? Can we see Canva? Canva, I want to show Mr. OT. Yes, OT promise how to design from scratch. Let's just touch it a bit. Can we see Canva? If you can see it, kindly reply so that I can continue. So let me log in. I believe I still have my login details. Okay, so let me continue. So it's wasting time. Talking about other things or even be discussing on other things we have on this person analysis session. Okay. It's wasting time. So from Mr. Oti promise, just the same way go back to custom, select the size. Canva is taking time to go. Let me just explain it using my point. I don't think it's not a much step though. Okay, so go back to custom, you select the size. If it's business card for complimentary cards, it's already there. Okay, you can where to enter size. You can just select complement or type in complementary cards on business cards. The same thing with fly too. A fly will come up with options like if it's going to be A5 flyer or A6 flyer or depending on the size of the flyer that you want to use. The same thing with wedding card. Okay, but when I talk about custom is if you want to set a specific size, okay, for example, business card now, that you want a business card that will be, let's say, the business card will be, for example, 4 inches by, and you said you want this business card to be 4 inches by 6 inches, so you can use custom to enter the exact size of your design and then continue from there. Okay, continue designing from there. I don't know if I answered your question very well, Mr. Oti promise. Okay, and so what type of printer can I buy to print business complimentary card, flyer, wedding cards, invitation card, poster? Oh my God, this. What type of printer can I buy to print? You can get this printer, we call it DI. Yes, we call it DI. It's 4 color printer. We call it DI, so you can get it. I think it's maybe around more than a million now, depending. So I'm actually saying, please, I'm interested in YouTube channel, like the first content on YouTube channel. We are still going to get there. It's one of the things we're going to learn. Okay, we're still going to get there on how to create YouTube channel and all that. Okay, so I believe we are done for today because I'm not seeing any other questions. I believe we are done. Hope we are good, right? Please, are we good? Are we good? Because I believe I said it on the group that we may not be able to have another live session like this. I have plans that we are going to treat the next topic, but I don't think I should go ahead now. So I'm going to drop the next topic as I already dropped. Okay, so if there is any other question, can kindly drop it here, please. So just know that everything is ready. I think one of you reached out to me about how busy she was and all that. Just know that all the trainings, we have the backup plan of the trainings. Okay, so if you are one of those that miss maybe one or two sessions, at the end of this training, you will be added to the Telegram group where all the recordings are. Okay, so that you can also have access to everything when you are chance you can easily go there and revise the training. Share. Okay. So are we good to go? If you are good to go, I want us to type we are good to go. We are good to call it a night. Are we good to call it a night? Let's go. I want to see our chance. When are we going to learn AI? We are still doing it's part of our courses. Okay, it's part of our courses, but not now. Hmm? We're still going to learn it. Hey, Amara, that's another thing. Now AI is trending. You can also be able to learn it and even teach others. Okay, and this is one of the things. Please, everybody listen. See, one of the ways to let's call it to practice or to master to master a skill is by teaching. Yes, is by teaching. Okay, so you can decide to these skills that you have learned now. You can decide to go more deeper in it, teach others. Okay, you can teach them with just a token. I'm not saying that you should carry my video and give another person. No, if I see it, I'm going to show you for it. Okay, teach from what you know. Okay, don't come and carry another person's video and be sharing. So you can teach because when you present yourself as a tutor, it will make you to be going more far out to learn that thing and not just learning it anyhow, but also to be able to master it. Okay. So for the AI, we are still going to learn it. It's part of what we're going to learn, but it's not now. So I appreciate every one of you that are here this night, and I appreciate how we're able to turn up. Remember this evening when I logged in, I was like, people are not showing interest. So people I say people no serious. Me, I go leave you guys. And also I say that this session is going to last 20 minutes because I expect that. Remember, I told you that I have a live meeting, and that live meeting is going to end by 9:30. It's just 30 minutes live meeting. I was like, okay, let's now discuss for 20 minutes so that I can join them by 9:20. I can so that I can be able to grab my own thing from them. Okay, but it's very obvious that this is 9:46. Oh yeah, yeah. So just keep on learning. There are a lot of things that we still have that you're going to learn. Don't just watch the videos. Make sure you learn and also do your assignments. Okay, observe that some persons are yet to submit their assignments, so make sure that you do that. That is one of the reasons why I decided to just be quiet for some days now. So we're going to continue the training from tomorrow. I think that would be good. So the morning tomorrow, I'm going to drop the next tutorial. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a good night rest.